Steve Miller Band. KHJ and Charlie Tuna from the Book of Dreams here. I'm still in mine, right in the middle of the page here. I've lost my place. 6:07, sunny and high of 76 again today. 46 KHJ. From Burbank, I have Michelle here, who was calling up to give a little plug. We talked so much recently about women and defensive tactics they can take right now. They're learning more and more about this. The Hillside Strangler has sort of brought all this to the forefront. But Michelle is here to tell us there's another program. You said you've seen some of the others on TV, but where's this sort of obscure one?
Well, this one's on Channel 52 on the UHF channel. Mm-hmm. And the last couple nights it's been on at 9 o'clock. And also last night they were 9:30 to 10, which was two programs put together.
Oh. And it has a doctor, you said, there, too?
Yes, it's a woman doctor from a nearby college. And I guess she has these defense programs at the school, but she's on the air now showing them. And it's very interesting and it's very good. I've been practicing on my husband.
So will it be on again tonight, you think?
I hope so. They don't list it in the TV guide, so it's hard to tell. But I would say turn on at 9 o'clock, Channel 52, and hope for the best.
Well, yeah, really, I think it behooves all the ladies out there listening to take some of the advice. I mean, it's not just idle words that they're throwing out, because it could come in very handy someday.
They had a policewoman on last night, and she had a lot of good suggestions.
Maneuvers and whatnot, right? Mm-hmm. Boy, probably up until about 2 weeks ago, she could have been the defensive coach for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. How's your husband today? Is he up? Is he up yet?
Well, no, he's laying in bed.
Oh, that shows you just how good it's working for you.
Here's the perfect deal.
Off Vincent Avenue in West Covina.
609. King of the road. Seen me on the double yellow line several times. KHJ and Charlie Tuna at 612. Had a gentleman call up a second ago and said he thinks the program the lady was talking about is with Dr. Mary Conroy, who was teaches self-defense. She's headquartered at UCLA. And some other lady called up a minute ago for those ladies, people out there wanting to learn self-defense tactics. The police department has a program they've had around for quite a few years, I'm told, called Lady Beware. And they have a lady policewoman who will be coming out and present a whole slide show and tell you exactly what goes on. And they had one recently at her bank, another one was telling me about. So just call the police department and see if you want to get a program like that over to your place of business called Lady Beware. 613, Southern California, sunny, high of 76, unhealthful smog. Inland Valleys, Beach City's 52, Orange County 46, Valley 49, Civic Center 52, KHJ 46. Tell you what, let's get at early birds here for the Christmas card calls, for the telephone ones. If you haven't gotten around to sending your Christmas card yet and are a little slow as far as the pickup and trying to get the holiday season all put together, call me now. Tell me whoever you want it sent to, what message you want on it, and where they are, anywhere in the world, and I'll send it. I'm going to look for a unique one here this time of the morning. There's surely got to be a few up with the cuckoos that crawl out of bed at this time of day. 520-1977, the Los Angeles and the Valley's number. Orange County is 714-635-0510. I'll take one at random and we'll go.
Bargain while it lasts.
100-pound Challenger weight set to keep you in shape. I guess it would. Now only $19.99. Good at all Southern California Oshman stores. $6:14. I picked up the phone. The first call I got here was a lady who called the other day, and I said, well, I'll try and pick up eventually where we left off. You want to call where?
Edsel Scotland.
And who's there?
My brother, Bob Morris.
Bob Moore?
Morris. M-O-R-R-I-S.
I was going to say, that's our newsman here, but that's Morris. How long has Bob been in Edsel Scotland?
Well, he's in the Navy, and he's been there about 2.5, 3 years.
We have an Edsel base in the Navy?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. What would you like to say to Bob?
Merry Christmas. Mm-hmm. And congratulations on your new baby.
Girl or boy? So I'll sound like I really know what's going on.
It's a girl. She's about a month old. Her name's Katie Summer.
Hey.
Well, he's had 2 children over there that none of us have seen.
Oh, so 3 now altogether, huh?
Correct.
Okay. I'm really quick at the addition this time of the day.
And tell him we all love him.
Okay.
And I hope they have a nice Christmas.
All right. And where are you calling from? What city?
I'm in North Hollywood.
North Hollywood. Did I get your name? I can't.
No.
Oh, and this is?
I'm Pam Lafferty.
Pam Lafferty. Okay, Pam. I'll get the number of Bob, or we'll try and figure out where to call over there at Edsel Scotland.
Okay.
Any PSs or anything like that?
Somebody
else in the background
yeah,
sounded like. Well, I
You
tell you.
just caught me so off guard. I don't know what I want to say.
Well, I tell you what. You think about it a second here, and we'll get his number, and we'll call him here about 10, 15 minutes from right now on the air. All right? I'm going to ask him a question of my own. I'm going to find out if those guys over there in Scotland really do wear anything under those old skirts. 616 from KHJ. KHJ, congratulating another $100 cash call winner, Maureen Derrick of Los Angeles, with Machine Gun Kelly. More $100 cash call winners when you least expect it. It's 620.
There's an empty lot in Los Angeles.
It's a comedy of the year. Charles Champlin, LA Times.
Everyone's in love with the Goodbye Girl from Warner Brothers, rated PG.
Recognize that voice in the background. It's David Gates, who sings the title song. Wrote it, as a matter of fact. Talked to David about that the other day. Exclusive engagement, now playing at the Brew in Westwood. 621 from KHJ. Now here's the man where it all started at a small 5,000-watt radio station in Fresno, California.
No, this is not Ted Baxter.
From WJM. Well, hey, we knew he'd make it here in the big time someday.
Really?
Well, good morning, Bob.
Oh, how you doing, Charlie? I see you made it in this morning.
Yes, I'm here.
Despite all that
And that's
imbibing last night at the
about
company
it.
party. You don't want to talk about it, huh?
No, I can't. There's a note.
Oh, yeah? It says don't talk about it?
But I do have
I'm sorry.
negatives to sell to the person who wrote the note later on. What do you got?
Okay, somebody's been going around. Oh, Charlie Tuna.
629. I'm going to be making one of my telephone Christmas card calls here in a second, Bob, to
Be listening?
Edsel Scotland. You may recall Edsel Scotland.
Little too tall.
Moose. Your morning moose, too. What was that? Something needs oil. I squeaked. That's a Bob Seger connection. 633 and Charlie Tuna from KHJ. I'm laughing because I just got the operator on the phone here to start my overseas long-distance telephone Christmas card call. She had just sat down to work, and I'm the first call, and I give her this whole mouthful of information. I need the overseas operator, London Edward Edsel Military Extension 312 APO 09518, calling Bob Morse. Is that enough for her? I don't know how we're doing. How are we doing, operator?
We're doing fine. We're getting a routing.
Okay, good. So I expect what call like this would take a few minutes yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll sit here, and since we're calling Scotland, have a little more scotch.
They never stopped. Rated R, under 17, not admitted without parents.
Like the way that kind of blends in. Starts Friday at the Village Westwood, Pix Hollywood, and a theater near you. Also in Orange County. Well, as the proverbial overseas beat goes on, KHJ at 634. And we are not alone. We're all alone. Rita Coolidge, KHJ, Charlie Tuna, 638, making a telephone Christmas card call already today. We'll be shuffling around as far as the hours go, so everybody will get a chance to place theirs. What it is you call me with your message, who you want to call anywhere in the world, and then I call them on the air so you can hear their end of the conversation, and with your Christmas message. This one is going from Pam in North Hollywood to her brother Bob Morrison, Edsel Scotland. We were ringing here a second ago. I don't know if we've gotten any answer yet. Hello?
No, we haven't.
Still ringing. Do you wonder what time it is in Scotland right now? Do you have any idea, Ari?
I can tell you the difference.
Okay. Then we figure it out. Can't be much different than London yesterday, where we called. Talked to a brewery in London.
Just a moment.
Okay. I like overseas phone call rings better than ours, didn't you? Listen to that. Brr, brr. We also have a 24-hour snow phone here for you skiers who want to get a ring of a whole different dingy. 520-8311. A lot of you going to hit the slopes this weekend. 520-8311. That's a snow phone. 24 hours.
They're 8 hours ahead of us.
Same thing then. Okay, so it's late afternoon again.
Mm-hmm.
Early afternoon in this case. 6:39. Well, while you're doing the ringing dingies, sunny, high of 76 today. Unhealthful smog in the inland valleys. Orange County, it's 46. Valley, 49. Civic Center, 52. Here at KHJ, it's 47. Let's check the KHJ commuter service. Brought to you by your local Midas dealer. He's a specialist. He has to do a better job, and he's conveniently located near you.
An accident on the northbound Golden State Freeway at Los...
Midas dealer can install mufflers on most foreign cars with the same expertise with which they've been installing mufflers on American cars for the past 20 years. 640 from KHJ. Just gotten through to Edsel, Scotland. Now we're getting the extension for, hopefully, Bob Morris. Hello. Are they calling the extension right now, operator?
I think they're connecting us with the extension.
Okay. Is this the military base, or do you have just the...
That's the military base.
Oh, we have got him. Okay. Tell him it's the American Forces radio star, Charlie Tuna, here calling. That'll impress him, I'm sure. I wonder how much we're going to have to wait. Knowing Scotland, one of the things I've got to find out, too, how do you tell when a bagpipe's out of tune? KHJ, 641. I should be dancing. Bee Gees, KHJ, 645, Charlie Tuna. Still on the phone to Edsel Scotland, calling the military base there. Are they getting somebody yet, operator?
They're still trying.
First 2-hour phone call to Edsel Scotland. It's being heard here as history happens today. Oh, you're doing that, operator. 645, and it's time once again for... It's going to my whole show. This date in history. Today is Wednesday, December 14th, the 348th day of 1977. Those born in the state include James Doolittle, American aviator and flying hero of World War II. He was born in 1896. Also born Kato Kroto, retired Japanese kamikaze pilot. Are there that many? Also celebrating their birthdays today, Charlie Rich is 45, comedian Maury Amsterdam 65, actress Patty Duke is 31, and tennis star Stan Smith is 31. It's happy anniversary to nut and bolt machines. The first patent on this one was awarded to a guy in Rhode Island in 1789. In 1799, George Washington, first president of the United States, died at his Mount Vernon home. Martha never did find out about all those George Washington slept here signs. In 1819, Alabama entered the Union as the 22nd state and the number 5 football team. And in 1911, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen discovered the South Pole. He just let his sled dog drink about 3 gallons of water and then followed his tracks. And that's the way it is. This date in history. 646. 647, just a second. I had the operator back on the phone. What were you just saying to me, operator?
I think we were disconnected.
We were disconnected. 15 minutes to get this far, and now we got disconnected. Well, I guess you would expect this, trying to call an Edsel. KHJ, 647. He's Hey Deanie, Charlie Tuna at 650. Hey Deanie.
Do you know me?
It's all about the world's greatest game, and it sure ain't football. That's semi-tough, and it's rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parents.
See, semi-tough. Now playing exclusively at Pacific Cinerama Dome. 651 from KHJ. The world's greatest game, Bob Morrison.
What?
Is trying to call Edsel Scotland.
Really?
Poor operator here had to go through her whole routine again because I guess she accidentally got cut off. But we're going to try and keep it going during the news, and we should have a report here and hopefully contact that North Hollywood lady's brother in Edsel at the military base right after 7.
Hopefully you can do that.
Back to you, Bob.
Women are keeping the pressure on. And downtown at the LA Civic Center, 53. I'm Bob Morrison. Now Charlie Tuna.
658. Everybody get your Coke glasses out and sing along.
Like to build.
KHJ Los Angeles with commercial-free half hours, now commercial-free hours. It's Charlie Tuna at 7 o'clock. That's ELO. Turn to stone. Charlie Tuna, 703 from KHJ. The solar energy is starting to work. I'm moving around a little bit now. Sunny at a high of 76 eventually today. Unhealthful smog. Inland valleys. Sounds so strange to say that. It sounds like fatal death. It's almost doubly redundant. Is that also redundant? 47 at KHJ. I said we were going to have no incompleted Christmas card calls this year, and I'm proving it because on the telephone in Edsel, Scotland, I have none other than Bob Morris. Good morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine here.
This is the third of my telephone Christmas card calls, and this one is from your sister Pam in North Hollywood.
Is she there?
She's listening right now to us on the radio. She called earlier. She called earlier, and we were talking to her, and she gave me a whole bunch of messages here. First of all, she wanted to say a very Merry Christmas to you and your family over there. Congratulations on the new little girl, Katie's summer.
Yes.
The summer of 77, huh? And she wanted to wish you a very Merry Christmas and said that the whole family, all 7 of them, are probably listening right now as we talk. There are 7 in the family, right?
Yeah, that's last count.
So, let me ask, how's the old Edsel today?
Cold and bonny.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the temperature?
About 10 degrees centigrade last night.
Please, Bob, what's that in Fahrenheit? I have not converted to the metric system.
I don't know, 50 maybe.
50? That's not too bad over there. You're on the military base, and I was just talking to Bob off the air here a second. You don't have an American Forces radio station there?
Not that I know of. I haven't. We have about 3 stations here.
But no American Forces, because as mentioned, I asked if since military base and everything, I listen to American Forces radio. The show is on there, but no station. We'll have to do something about that for Scotland.
Do.
You have any Christmas wishes for Pam and the whole gang over here?
Yes, just tell them Merry Christmas and love to all. I won't be able to see them next Christmas, but Christmas of 79.
That's when you're going to be coming back home again?
That's when I come home.
Oh, that'll be nice. How many people are over there? Can you even talk about things like that?
There seems to be about 800 personnel on base, and quite a few have their families here.
Mm-hmm. Can you talk about your specific duties yourself, Bob?
Yes. It's very isolated, I guess you'd say.
Yeah, I can imagine. Have you seen any sites over there for anybody who would travel to Scotland that you could recommend?
Oh, yeah. Well, Scotland's pretty small. You can see the whole thing in a few weeks, but it's a beautiful country. It's the most beautiful country I've ever seen.
Would you ever think about going back and living there?
Maybe a summer home.
That might be kind of nice. Yeah, I've seen other pictures and postcards and like that, and it is pretty over there. You haven't seen the Loch Ness monster, have you?
No, I've seen Loch Ness quite a few times, but no monster.
Do the people really believe there's a monster there?
Oh, yeah. It's been reportedly seen for hundreds of years.
But you haven't?
No, I haven't.
The Navy, have they done any investigation of it, since they obviously would have some of the equipment to go down in that lake?
No, nothing like that.
No, and don't hope to either. Well, listen, Bob Morris, Merry Christmas from all of us here in America, and especially your sister Pam in North Hollywood.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you from all of us here in Scotland.
Well, listen, if you ever decide to go back to Scotland, let me know, because I've got a great idea for an imported cheese that we could start up over there, Bob. Would you like to know the name?
Yes.
We'll call it the Loch Ness Munster.
Send a Merry Christmas.
Crank Power Play. Feel the power at the Broadway. Crank car stereos available at all Broadway stores. KHJ 708. We're going to do one of those telephone Christmas cards a day up till Christmas Day. And maybe even two toward the end if we get caught in a last-minute Christmas crush. It's our way of saying thank you. Baby, come back. Claire, KHJ, Charlie Tuna. 7-11, it's mostly sunny, the forecast, a high of 76 today. Unhealthful smog in the valleys. 47 at KHJ. Let's get a look at the freeways and KHJ commuter service.
The freeways are moving pretty well this morning, but there's the usual disabled cars, one on the southbound Harbor at 190th Street, another at Santa Barbara that should be out of the way by now, and an accident on the southbound San Diego south of the Simi Freeway, and some sort of trouble on the northbound San Diego at Nordoff. This is Bob Lee.
It sounds silly, the Simi Freeway. Sounds like something that runs through a bad part of town. 712, I've got a gentleman on the phone who's listening to the Loch Ness call. You said you have another idea for a product out of Loch Ness?
Yeah, they could import Middle Eastern oil, refine it there, and their slogan would be, Loch Ness knocks less.
Probably get an engine lock.
Mark C. Bloom, the leader, presents the years.
Mark C. Bloom, you're an incredible tire dealer.
713. Vehicle. That's been recalled also. KHJ, Charlie Tuna. The Ides of March. Beware. They obviously were, and they haven't been heard from since. 716. Sunny, 76 for the high today. Unhealthful smog, inland valleys. 47 at KHJ. I have Marsha here. Marsha, where are you calling from? What's
North Hollywood.
And you're getting ready for school, but you had a question before you run off, huh?
Right. I want to know, how do they arrive for the winners from the Billboard Awards?
Well, the Sunday night show on channel, whatever it was, that they had. Why? You saw the show?
I saw it, and I was disappointed on it.
What about?
Well, I mean, Sean Cassidy is always winning on KHJ.
Yeah.
And everything, and here he loses. Barry Manilow loses.
Yeah, you couldn't understand that.
No.
You know, how they were determined, the gentleman who explained that night is a good friend of mine, Casey Kasem. And Casey has the whole explanation of how those winners were picked. And if you want to know how to get a hold of Casey, call him at Watermark Productions in North Hollywood. Okay?
Okay.
It's called 980-9490. And ask for Casey Kasem. Just tell him Charlie Tuna told you to call.
Okay, thank you very much.
All to Casey. And tell him you want the explanation of how the Billboard Award winners were picked.
Okay,
Casey does a lot of funny lines.
It won't be long before we hear the Jolly with Almay's Deep Mist Ultra Rich products. Available at your nearby Thrifty Drug and Discount Store.
There's never been a better time than Christmas time. Shop your nearby Thrifty. KHJ 718. Want a little fun? Call 520-9393. You make love in that way, too. KHJ congratulating another $100 cash call winner. Maureen Derrick of Los Angeles with Machine Gun Kelly. More $100 cash call winners when you least expected. 722. During the next 60 seconds, Golden Bear Distributing Systems in Beverly Hills has 4 questions that could change your life forever. Number 1, you want to be in business for yourself. 2, would you like to be part of the multi-billion-dollar vending industry? 3, do you have $5,000 to invest? And 4, are you ready for a change in your present lifestyle? Golden Bear Distributing Systems has given new direction and opportunity to the lives lives of many people just like you. Golden Bear can show you how to potentially increase your income and be independent in the dynamic soft drink vending industry. If you can qualify, Golden Bear can show you today how you can go into business for yourself. Be your own boss, work shorter hours, part-time or full-time, and be on your way to acquiring financial security for your future. Call now, 655-8693. Golden Bear Distributing Systems of Beverly Hills. Call right now, 655-8693. Vaughn's low prices you can believe in. Here's an example. C&H granulated sugar, 5-pound bag, only 94 cents at Vaughn's. 723 from KHJ, and now here's Bob.
Hi, sugar.
I'm going to go granulate.
Are you granulated?
Yes.
That's what I was wondering. Here's the latest report that Charlie Tuna.
7:30. Speaking of health, Bob, thought for the day.
Yeah?
Something to bow your heads, think about. Bothered me. Money can't buy health. Why is health food always so expensive? The miracles. Miracles, KHJ, 7:33. That is what has brought me here to you today. Charlie Tuna. You know what the hottest little item for Christmas giving this year is? True story. Is a little hermit crab. They have been going like hotcakes in some of the pet shops around. And there's a description of them in a news story the other day about hermit crabs. They say are clean, they're very hardy, they eat little, and they won't reproduce in captivity. It goes on to point out they're active, they're whimsical, and they have a cute little walk. And they're the biggest thing since pet rocks. The crabs, for those of you who aren't familiar, they're very easily tamed, and they aren't violent by nature. They don't bite. They do pinch with their one large pincher, but only if abused or held too long by the shell, rather. You know where I've been. Care is minimal. They eat almost anything. They enjoy a fairly warm and moist climate. They get a kick out of climbing things and like an environment of moist sand to burrow into. They're gregarious by nature, and they need company, which belies their name, a crab. So that's something to think about. The little hermit crabs. Something I've always wondered. Crabs, walk sideways. I'm always thinking, how do their wives know when they're drunk?
When the family came to America, enjoy the taste of tradition. Enjoy the taste of Vienna.
7:35 from KHJ. We have this news update from Bob Morrison.
KHJ News and Information is checking out a report of the body of a nude female found in the 2000 block of North Alvarado Street this morning. The Hillside Strangler Task Force is said to be on the way to the scene. Body of a young woman found the 2000 block of North Alvarado Street. This is Bob Morrison.
KHJ, 7:35. Crystal Gale. Runner-up on this week's KHJ Top 30 Music Guide. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? 7:38 with Charlie Tuna. I've got Pam, the lady from North Hollywood who sent the Christmas card to her brother over in Edsel, Scotland, Bob Morris. We finally got through to after about 30 minutes on the phone. Pam, how are you doing?
Fine.
You got a little misty hearing old Bob over there, huh?
Oh, gosh, it was just so great to hear him. And I know my mom and dad, my brothers and sisters were all just
the whole gang.
Excited. I haven't talked to him yet, but I just got to work and I'm going to call him. But I know it was just, they felt the same way I did. It was just so, it was like talking to him.
Yeah, it was.
Just hearing from him and you relaying my messages and him answering. It was just great.
Well,
I can't believe it.
Good. Well, very, very Merry Christmas to you, Pam, and the whole family.
So
okay.
Much.
All right. We'll do that again tomorrow. It was sort of, well, I don't want to use Bob's name in this, but that's our Morris Christmas plan.
Oh, great.
7:39. Here's the KHJ commuter service brought to you by your local Minus dealer. He's a specialist. He has to do a better job, and he's conveniently located near you.
That sick alert accident between a bread truck and an...
This dealer can install mufflers on most foreign cars with the same expertise with which they've been installing mufflers in American cars for the past 20 years.
It's that time of year.
That's Elvis. Kentucky Rain. KHJ. It's what keeps the grass so blue. What? 7:45. Charlie Tuna. Sunny 76-degree day. Unhealthful smog in the inland valleys. I've got a comment about that next hour. 49 at KHJ. I played Kentucky Rain specifically because of the morning wake-up story. I thought I'd put you in the mood for this particular one. It was sent in. I'm getting more of these from people who are sending them in now. Barbara Glazer of Los Angeles and Don Friedman of Sherman Oaks sent this in, and it was addressed to the honorary mayor of Tarzana. That I am, and I received it. See, the post office knows their stuff finally. Okay, so at 7:45, time now for boys and girls of all ages. Hey, I'm a rambling guy. 7:40, gather around the radio for the morning wake-up story. Once upon a time, a Russian weathercaster immigrated to the small, sleepy town of Kearney, Nebraska. For several weeks, each night he predicted rain. But alas, it never rained. One evening, a middle-aged couple watching television in their living room heard him again predict rain. The man, being a bit skeptical after all this time, said to his wife, "That guy's crazy. It's never going to rain. He's been predicting rain for weeks now, and it's never rained." His wife, who kind of liked the new weatherman, said to her husband, "Oh, no, you're wrong. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer."
Hey, man, this agencies produced by Wolf and Rissmiller Concerts.
KHJ, the station with a 24-hour snow phone for skiers, 520-8311. What do we have? An opening for another? Oh, we have an opening. They just told me here, too, for our snow phone reporter. I guess just call personnel after 9 today and ask for the snow job. LTD. TD, KHJ, CT, TCB, 750.
John 2 from Revlon. Wear it and be wonderful.
Come find Charlie and John 2 at May Company. 751 from KHJ, Bob Morrison. We had the word. What's going on, Bob?
Well, what may be the... I'm Bob Morrison, now Charlie Tuna.
758. Here's the original Bah Humbug of this holiday season, Bob.
Sunshine go.
KHJ, Los Angeles, with commercial-free half hours, and now commercial-free hours. Charlie Tuna at 8 o'clock. Ball necklace. Have it on the 7th floor. KHJ, Charlie Tuna at 8:03. Guess what I got yesterday? Somebody in the music library gave me these and said, "Here, Turkey, try and play with these on the radio." And I've never played a musical instrument in my life. I should point that out. Even though, like, my son is trying to learn the guitar. He's 9 years old, and he can play probably better than I can play records at this point. But I've got these, what do they call these? Anyway, clackers or something? The Spanish dancers, when they have these little things that you... I can't do it. She showed me how yesterday. I see you have to put your two little things and you clack them together and... What is it? It's not mariachis. No, I know that. There'll be a name. But I really need some personal instruction out there if there's somebody, because I would like to learn to play something once and for all. It's little clackers. Maybe that's what they call them, clackers. Perhaps if Charl would be listening, she could teach me some coochie too. 8:04.
Holiday foods.
Rated PG. Exclusive engagement starts today. Or is it Friday? That's Friday. This seems like Friday. I wish it was. At the Bruin in Westwood. KHJ 805. The new #1 song. #1 song from this week's KHJ Top 30 Music Guide. You can find it available free at most major music stores. The music guide, not that song. How Deep Is Your Love? The Bee Gees. 8:08 with Charlie Tuna. Mostly sunny, 76 for the high today. Unhealthful smog in the inland valleys. Temperatures around, still a little chilly. Valley 49, Orange County 46, Civic Center 52, KHJ it's 52. I've got Norma from Carson here, who was telling me, what are these called now? I should have known this.
Castanets.
Of course they are. Dummy didn't know. Do you have a pair?
Around here someplace.
You can't find them offhand, huh?
No.
You've been moving, you said?
Uh-huh.
Pooey. Well, okay, thank you very much, Norma, for calling on that.
Okay.
All right, I've got another lady here I think may be able to teach me. Hello?
Hi.
Hi, who's this?
This is Margaret from Huntington Beach.
Okay, Margaret, you can tell me how to play these castanets, right?
Well, I can try. I'll just kind of hold my hand in that position and attempt to...
Okay, now what do I do? I've got...
Okay, if you... It has a string around the top part of the castanet.
Right.
If you place the string over your your middle finger, place your middle finger through the string on both sides of the...
Is this between the two?
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it.
So both strings are over your finger and slide it to the back of your finger.
Got it. Okay. All right.
Now, if you use your finger and tap the castanet...
Which finger?
The middle finger that's over, that's through the string.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now the castanet should be resting in the palm of your hand.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Okay, now you use that finger like a stick on a drum.
Okay.
Okay.
I do.
Any luck?
Wait a minute, I've done something horribly wrong here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you really have to practice like this. This is just not something you pick up overnight.
No, I don't think you do.
Okay, wait a minute, I almost had it there. I've got to work with this a little bit. Tell you what I'll do. I'll put an ice cube down my back and you listen to my teeth chatter. 8:10, here's the KHJ commuter service.
Traffic is still slow on the northbound Hollywood and Play.
No. Ole!
Yeah, there's 2 wines you can count.
Company, New York, New York.
Hey, 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 the tunes today.
8:11. Today we'll be together. I'm sorry, I was just getting my flamenco boots on here because I've got a castanet player on the telephone line. It's Patty from, where are you calling, Patty?
Glendale.
And you play the castanets, huh?
Yes, I do.
You've been playing them for how long?
Well, since I was about 5 or 6.
You have the old Spanish tradition.
That's where I was born.
Oh, it was? And you moved here?
Yes, I moved here 4 years ago.
Well, have you got a little castanet number we could do today?
Sure, we can.
All right. Mucho Morales is starting to grin already. All right, Patty, go ahead and start doing those castanets, babe. You just all the way over here. What is this? Can you do it a little faster, Patty? This isn't really a challenge yet. Oh! Imagine somebody's clock radio coming on right now. Oh! I better stop. The neighbors downstairs are going to complain. Hey! Patty?
Yes?
For those who are just tuning in, here's a test pilot for Polydent.
Do you know me? I'm John.
Love with love. Baby soft.
Available at Save-On drugstores, a great place to shop, and other fine cosmetic outlets. KHJ, 817. Andy Gibb. KHJ, Mr. Everything. Charlie Tuna, along with my friend Andy Gibb. I just want to be. 821, congratulations, another $100 cash call winner. Maureen Derrick of Los Angeles with Machine Gun Kelly. More $100 cash call winners when you least expect it.
Kmart announces the radio Saturday.
822 from KHJ, Bob Morrison. What's the word, Bob?
Hi, Charlie. The latest and 11th victim of the Hillside Strangler.
828. Want to go a couple of rounds, Bob? Huh? That's right.
Sure, man.
I was going to be a boxer. My father was a fighter, but I gave it up, though. My career, you could have sold advertising on my soles, my shoes. Rocky, Grammy Award winner. I know it's a Grammy Award winner because one of our account executives, gals, who's she's one of our staff here, and she was on the soundtrack from Rocky, Dieta, as a matter of fact, sang at the party, and theme from Rocky. 831, Charlie Tuna from KHJ. Now that that's out of the way, you know who the number one box office draw in the world is right now? Sylvester Stallone. They had a 46th annual nationwide poll of exhibitors the other day conducted by Quigley Publications. Stallone replaces Robert Redford, who dropped to 5th place after being voted number one for the past 3 years. And Barbra Streisand was close behind Sylvester Stallone. The winners, Stallone was first, Barbara was second, Clint Eastwood was third, Burt Reynolds is in fourth, Robert Redford dropped to 5th, as you mentioned, Woody Allen was 6th, Mel Brooks was 7th, Al Pacino was 8th, Diane Keaton was 9th, and Robert De Niro is 10th. Those are the big ones at the box office this year. 831, I just picked up the telephone a second ago, and Steve from Cindy's Lindy Parlor and Rumor Control is on there. Hi, Steve.
Good morning, Charlie. I thought it would have been Barbara by a nose, actually.
Steve, she listens.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, she listens.
Oh.
What did you want today?
I'm sorry, I tell you, I was driving around this morning into work over here at the Lindy Parlor, and I heard the traffic report.
Yeah.
And I just thought maybe I'd share with you an exciting thing. For me, I bought a new car.
A new car? What kind of car is it?
Well, it's a Swiss-made car, actually.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's got one problem, though.
What's that?
It stays in neutral.
Ooh, Jock. Fall into the gap.
Easy Christmas shopping. 22 Gap locations, including Carson Mall. 833. It's that time of year. Short people. Randy Newman with Charlie Tuna. 837. Somebody just called up and we were talking about Christmas shopping and whether or not I put my Christmas shopping off until the last week. I just cannot get in the mood until it's right down to the wire. And my kids are having a little problem too this particular Christmas season. Trying to buy something for me, the father who has everything, and kids who are using them.
Take a look.
KHJ 838. We got a 24-hour snow phone for you skiers. 520-8311. Headed for the mountains. Here's John.
Sunshine.
Sunshine on your shoulders. John Denver. Charlie Tuna. 841. Speaking of that, Southern California weather. Sunny and a high of 76 today. Unhealthful smog in the inland valleys. I would like to take a poll on that. This is the new Air Quality Management District's terms now. They have good air, unhealthful air, very unhealthy air, and hazardous air. I can't adjust to that yet. I'm sorry. I realize it's a little more plain talk for the folks, but it gets me depressed when I get up in the morning and I hear the guy on the radio saying, unhealthful smog today. And doesn't that strike you as redundant, too? How many like the old system? Light, moderate smog, heavy smog, first stage alert, second stage alert. That's the old system. Now we've gone to this new system, and they have three areas. They have the coastal, and then they have the metro, and then they have the valleys. So I would just like to take a quickie poll on that and see what the public's reaction is. I realize you maybe haven't had a test yet as far as just going along with this for a couple of weeks, but give me a buzz. 520-1977, Los Angeles and the valleys. Sorry, it's unhealthy.
You're 17, not admitted without parents.
Starts Friday at the Village Westwood. Pix Hollywood in a theater near you, also in Orange County. How would you like to have the right thumbprint of Henry Winkler of Happy Days, or the fingerprint of Sylvester Stallone, Star of the Year? For only $9.95, StarTouched Incorporated has put these two international superstars on a beautiful medallion that can be worn around your neck for everyone to see, personally autographed on the back. This collector's item can be yours for only $9.95 with chain by writing P.O. Box 9026, Bakersfield, California, 93309. Start your collection now of the prints of the stars. These are not available in stores. Be the first one to wear one on your block. Just send $9.95 plus $1 for handling to P.O. Box 9026, Bakersfield, California, 93309. For further information, read about it in today's Herald Examiner. KHJ 843. And do Ron, don't it? Sean Cassidy. 846 to do Ron. Sean Cassidy, Charlie Tuna. Let me jump on the phone here. We'll take a couple of these calls about the new smog reporting system. KHJ poll.
Hi, yeah, I'm for those new terms.
Do you like the new terms?
For sure. It's a little more direct, and I think if people realize that it is unhealthy, it is hazardous, maybe they'll start to be concerned with getting rid of it or help it.
You're absolutely right. I'm going to walk to work tomorrow. KHJ poll.
Yes, is this Charlie?
Yes, it is.
First of all, I want to say I'm a member of the North Hills JCs, and we missed you at our haunted house this year.
I missed you, too.
But I just wanted to tell you what I think of the new smog thing and that.
Yeah. Well, obviously that you're calling from the valley where it's unhealthy.
Yeah, well, it's easier. It was easier the other way.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay, well, have a nice unhealthy day today out there. All right.
Thank you.
KHJ poll.
Hi, I think that the old system was better.
You like the old system, too?
Right.
Okay, I'm kind of light to moderate to even kind of heavily in favor of it. Thank you. Bye. KHJ.
Morning, Charlie.
Morning.
I think I like the old one better.
You like the old one, too, huh?
Yeah, I mean, how can you say unhealthy smog? Who ever heard of healthy smog?
I haven't either. I'm looking for it, though. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
KHJ.
Yes, I'd like to talk about the way they're protecting the smog.
What do you think?
Well, I think it's a great idea, but have you seen the LA Times this morning?
What about it?
Well, it's completely contradictory from the way you've been giving it.
Oh?
It says very unhealthful in the coastal and metropolitan areas, 240 PSI each area, and unhealthful PSI 133 in the inland valleys.
Gee, I'll have to take a look. The reason I haven't seen the Times is the smog is so thick here, I can't find it.
Kmart announces the radio value of the week. Buy 6 models, and remember, these bikes are pre-assembled and ready to roll, just $64.88 at Kmart through Saturday.
KHJ 849, Chicago. Heard first, KHJ, Chicago. Former world premiere. What a big surprise. 8:51 with Charlie Tuna and Bob Morrison joins us. Just a quickie on the smog.
Yeah, I was just saying there is a discrepancy between what's in the paper and what we're running, but we have an update from our weather service line, and I think the Times may have missed it.
See, that's why you don't put radios in the bottom of bird cages.
Really?
8:52, here's Bob.
Checking with KHJ's... Now, Charlie Tuna.
8:58, that Kansas. Mucho Morales coming up at 9. I'm going out and fall on my face on somebody's new mowed lawn.
What a day for a date.
KHJ, Los Angeles, with commercial-free half hours and now commercial-free hours. Mucho Morales at 9 o'clock.